Hey, lady, how's it going?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Well, you want to just we'll just tap in like we usually do, and thanks for coming to this space and having a session with me that we're able to let the world know about, right? And
Yes.
I'm so excited. Just so everyone out there knows, we just scheduled this session, and Lucia was really happy about putting it just out for all of you to experience. We have not preempted like what we're going to talk about. We're going to go with the flow like we usually do, but just want to let you guys all know that ahead of time. So, all righty, I'm going to tap in, say a little prayer, and we'll get started,
Yes.
okay?
Perfect.
All right, God, as we're here together in this space, we just ask for your divine energy, for all of her guides and all of mine and our loved ones and our ancestral energies, all of our energies to be present in this space and this time with us, allowing things to move and be guided. Yeah, and feel into this. So instantly, I just have to say it, I do feel that baby energy going on, you know, and in full transparency, Lucia did tell me that she conceived a couple of days ago, but we have worked together before. So this is a very familiar thing. And I just want to talk about what's going on with the baby, because I think that's important, because I'm going to say he, although it's a masculine energy. So I'm not saying gender, but his energy, the masculine energy, it's very warm. The energy is very warm. I can just feel that energy in your pelvis is just like, it's fascinating. It feels very different than your last pregnancy, because this time it's like there's a strength in your womb that was not there the last time. Not that the last time was anything negative, but it's like there's this walled up uterus in a beautiful way, heavy, kind of like this. And there's all these soft little pillow energies on the inside. Like, so he's like all cozy, nuzzled back in, but then there's this wall around it, like, I am the guardian of the baby. It's like your womb is different this time. I think you're going to experience a very different pregnancy this time than last time, in a good way. I think you're going to feel
Yes.
more energy. Do you feel that?
Well, I noticed this time around that I am more connected with myself,
Mm,
that I know more who I am.
mhm.
So even though, because right now it's pumping HCG, it's in first trimester is the hardest. So, but I'm not too energetic right now, but I know I will be because I and it's funny you mentioned male energy because we haven't talked about this, but that's the energy that I feel too. And I feel like
Yeah.
this this male energy is giving me like strength too. Like it's giving me there is something different, than with my daughter, with my in my first pregnancy, that went to term. Um, it was completely different. It was new, and my body didn't know what to do in a way, I guess. But now it's like, okay. And I feel more connected with my body and myself. Before it's like, it's that a little alien in there. Now it's like, okay, we're one.
It does feel that way. And there's a beautiful thing I saw about how when male babies are inside of women, that their hormones and that give us a dose of that, and they actually help our brains to function at a higher function longer in life, because there's that aspect that's only in a boy that we
Yes.
get an exposure to, right? So
Yes.
it's really, really nice, because I can feel that strength energy that you're talking about. I can feel how that's,
That's awesome.
your body feels stronger and making this energy. It's like I literally can feel it in your brain. It's like it's I don't want to say rewiring, but it's like there's new little neurons kind of going in some magical way in your brain that just makes me feel like mentally, your mental aspect with this pregnancy will be much clearer. Like
Yes.
you'll be more focused. You know,
Yes.
there's a
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
like craniosacral, like going all the way down. Yes.
Did you feel that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's like literally it's like the brain's like this. Yeah, it does. It just goes down your spine and into that sacrum, which is
Yeah.
right where the baby, is hanging out in there. And then I feel though it does come right back up, and it like goes through your heart and back up and around. It's a very, very beautiful energy. Like I like what energy he's bringing into your vortex for this lifetime.
I love it.
It's so special. Um,
Yes.
and we saw him years ago. We saw him years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
we kind of knew and have had energies and stuff that we've seen, but now, whew,
And the little sucker said that he wanted to come in after we were moved into a house.
he did. He did.
And now I moved into our house. We moved into our house, my husband and I, with my daughter. What was it? August last year, 2021, and then
Mhm.
I mean, and now we're finally settled. Now
Yeah.
we have our shit together in the house.
I love that
Sorry if I
though.
couldn't curse,
Oh,
but
you can say
yeah.
whatever, girl. Everyone knows that I cuss. Like that isn't anything new.
Oh
It was though.
yeah,
He did. Remember him saying that because he was like, "Hey, this is the environment." He wanted to be comfortable. And then you literally, like on your end, honey, you created this like, what do you want to call that? It's like a force field. It's like when you think of a castle and there's the walls around it, you created this
yeah,
like this energy inside of you where that boy is safe. And not that you
yeah,
would have not created that, but he wanted that created. You took
yeah,
that into your mind. What was it like a little under a year ago when we were talking about that in the house and stuff, and literally shifted it so that even your body created the energy that he wanted so he could come in. You did it naturally,
yeah, yeah,
just like,
yeah. Everything happens so organic, like nothing
yeah,
was forced, nothing was pushed. They just everything happened how it was supposed to happen. And now we are living next to a park in a very family friendly neighborhood. I mean, it's completely different. And so it's which is what he wanted. And so, you
yeah.
know, it's so funny.
It is so funny and it's so just amazing um how that's come in because of how he came in and his prompting, his prompting that he gave us about like, okay, right now, you
Yeah.
know, and the creation of that has been beautiful. Um, but I,
And I
uh-huh,
want to say something in that creation of it too, and the prompting, just to like make that even more of a confirmation. I didn't have to take any medicine, any fertility medication, which was a big deal because with my daughter, I had to do several rounds. So, and with him, calling him this, but it, oh my God, it's completely different. I,
yeah,
I didn't even know I was pregnant, and I was having drinks.
yeah. And you know what? And that feels like so okay, right? Because
Completely. Even the doctor said it was fine.
yeah,
That I was relaxed. That's why it worked. He said, because I was relaxed.
I totally believe that. I believe that because you are someone who can tend to worry so much in your energy.
Yeah.
That is part of your makeup, which there's a lot of us out there. I can be that way too. So that can sometimes cause that constriction or restriction around that
Yeah.
energy because of that.
Yeah.
When we first met, when you wanted to get pregnant with your daughter,
Yeah.
I remember you were taking that stuff because I remember our first session and then we had that second session. And by the third one, remember, and we don't have to go all the details, but it was like, girl, you're pregnant. And you're just like,
Yeah.
there it was, it was just beautiful. It was such a beautiful thing that happened. I love
Yeah.
our energy together. I'm so thankful that you're comfortable with sharing this story with everyone because um, you are such a creator. What's fascinatingly, though, coming up to me right now, though, energetically, I'm going to shift a hair, and we can come back to this, but this astrology energy. So, what I want to know from you is, um, are you thinking about with your business? Because for anyone out there, she's an amazing astrologer, and I know she's went with this, but there's this energy I see as like this baby energy. There's this energy of your career kind of saying, I want some expansion to happen, even though you're pregnant right now, you're creating life. It's like your career is wanting you to create life in it as well. So have you been bringing that energy in more because it's kind of palpable right now?
Yes, I am really putting all my effort to bringing my astrology more upfront and more, and I'm creating email sequences for
Okay.
for astrology coaching. And
Mhm.
but Yes, I feel like because it's all second chakra, that creative energy,
Mhm.
it's there. And I am truly in my zone of genius when I'm doing astrology readings or, talking about astrology. I am in my zone of genius and I feel that energy. So, yes, I just hope I don't have a lot of nauseous and morning
You
sickness
won't.
because
You won't. We're gonna
I do
cancel
want
clear
to.
delete that. Cancel clear delete that. No, 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 no. I don't feel like that. I feel like, when I was pregnant with my third one, which was my boy, I was my two girls are very, very not great energy with pregnancies. It was very but the third one, and it was the energy of that. Well, we don't know if it's a boy, but still, I felt healthy. Even like my anxiety stuff went away. It was just gone the whole time and I came back after I had him, but it was gone. There was something that male energy inside of me created. And that's what I'm feeling for you is this masculine energy of him saying, like, hey, you got this. And we're in Aries energy right now, that Aries kind of going energy. And he does have, I know he's gonna be born sometime in that Scorpio Sagittarius energy vibe. He strongly feels Scorpio to me. I would be very surprised if he wasn't born in Scorpio, or he's going to have some strong stuff in Scorpio, but because he's got this kind of hidden beauty and energy, and I know that I hope you don't mind me saying, but I know you're a Scorpio as well.
Yes.
There's a energetic match there that kind of up levels your energy in your work, and also in you putting yourself out there and kind of becoming a little more seen, a little less unseen, but a little more seen for the gifts that you have. Because you are really gifted with your astrology work. We definitely know that you are. I know that anyways. So that I wanted to just kind of express that to you because I'm feeling that so strongly in your vortex right now. I'm feeling that it's like palpable, like I don't know how else to express it other than
It's no, I get it. It makes total sense because I went to so much length in hiding, my name, my identity, or my face, everything, and I was just operating under like the sparkle within, not wanting to use my name.
yeah.
And then, now I'm like undoing all of that to really put myself like there. And and to be honest, it's something that really gave me the strength to do it was that in a couple of years ago or a few years ago when I was trying, like you mentioned that for he wanted to come at a time that I was settled,
Mhm.
in my business. He wanted to come in a time that I had my business going.
Mhm.
So in my, the way I was thinking this year, I'm like, okay, I want to have a second baby. I want to get pregnant. So I better focus on my business. And I did that for a good week, a good couple of weeks. And I mean, it was a surprise. I never thought I would be able to get pregnant without the medication.
Yeah, right.
Never, never, never. So I mean, to the point that I couldn't even have my period with my first baby, even yeah, I
Yep.
even had to take, medication. You helped me with that too, to get my period going. So like, and now
Mhm.
I'm pregnant and staying, and it's, all the lab work is coming back positive. So
Yeah. It's
yeah.
amazing, and it really is a big deal, like, you have worked through this, I know we've had our journey together for a while, but you have literally stepped into what you wanted, owning who you are, becoming more and more your truth, and just like, "I am who I am, like, this is it." And even through that journey, there was things that you would have maybe thought or other people would have thought were flaws or things that were, like, bad about you, because 'cause we've all done that, and you
Yeah.
have shifted that so that you're more like, "Okay, I know I have this, I'm addressing it, okay, good." And then it just those things are disappearing out of your life because you're
Yeah.
just like not letting them have power over you and control over you. That is the most beautiful transformation I've seen in our time working together for you. Is that like
Thank you.
energy of like really saying, this is who I am and I love who I am and I'm ready to show the world and help the world in whatever capacity that you want to because you feel so solid. And I love that energy for you. It's like today you're just, I know you're pregnant, so you're radiating, but you're radiating anyways. You have an energy about you that's just kind of solid and commanding and just beautiful. what a gift. What a little gift this little guy is bringing into your life and has gave you before he even came. Most people would have
Yeah.
never thought, I can tap into the energy of the baby, talk to the baby, see what the baby really needs, create that vortex without having this like when it, this like time, whatever,
Yeah.
and then create it, and then here you are. It's beautiful to observe. It's beautiful to observe. Um, do you have anything coming up before I go into the next thing I'm seeing?
No, just wanted to ask, like, but what is he like? Does he need me to do anything?
No, he feels good.
Okay.
He is like literally
Okay.
in there, solid. The only thing I see is eat a few more vegetables. I don't know what's going on now, but they look particularly like green vegetables, but I'm not talking lettuce. I'm talking like broccoli or Brussels sprouts or cauliflower, like that cruciferous. There's
Yes.
energy that I see, and that's probably cleansing, that cleanses your body some and cleanses the
Yeah.
liver. But it's almost like he feels like he needs a little bit of the nutrients that are in those specific foods. I think other than that, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I think this is your body and him saying this. There's an energy and essence around either some yoga or stretching that would be good for you to do the whole time. Not, I'm hearing not long, like maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes max when you do it, not long hours. But I'm hearing that there's something about for you and him both, this movement energy. It's going to open up your pelvis in a good way, and your heart and your back, which is going to make your delivery easier, and it's going to make your energy be able to have less pain throughout your back and your hips. So just lightly moving, even if it's just 5 minutes in the morning, let me just move and stretch and open up. I am seeing that really strongly for you. Everything
Thank you.
else though right now, um, you may have to think about changing your prenatal vitamin. I mean, you need to take
Yeah.
it, but you might need to change to a different one.
Okay.
Like, you might, if you start to notice you're getting a little queasy or not feeling quite your energy, it's because so just look at it now. Maybe find a different blend. You need one, just the one you're
Yeah.
taking feels a little bit like, your body's kind of like, see about shifting to another one.
Okay.
Other
Makes
than
sense.
that, though, that feels good for right now. I mean, we'll check in later, of course, but that feels.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about that coming up?
No, thank you. Totally makes sense. Yeah.
You got all that, like why it's
Yes.
telling you that? You're like, mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm. I need to detox out that wine in my liver. I'll have some Brussels sprouts. Though, those cruciferous are good for that. They detox the body, eating beets, that detoxes the liver, but you don't need beets. You don't need an overabundance of beets. But those are really good. So the energy that happened before conception, that's the energy that wants to come in now. Were you okay to go into
Okay.
that?
Yes.
So your dad, passed away recently, and I'm talking very bluntly. So everyone out there, I love you and care about you, but I go into energy. My human side is like, I love you, but I'm going to go into the energy of this, right?
Yeah.
Um, he did have a very, your dad passed away. He had a very beautiful transition. I have to tell you that the transition was really beautiful. And the reason why he's showing me this is because you know how like he went real far out
Yes.
for that? He kind of came back in, and I can kind of see him in this like if we were at the distance from here to like the moon or something, it's like a little bit closer. And it's kind of, his energy is so much more beautiful than I ever saw it before. Before it was always so, heavy and
Dark.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Not pleasant.
I don't know what he did in his travels. He's actually telling me, he will tell me if you want to know. Um,
Yes, I want to know.
too. He's telling me I had to go be rebirthed. Okay. He's like, I had to go be rebirthed. He's like, tell me that there is not just this lifetime, but decades and decades. I don't know why he's calling it decades of lifetimes. I don't know why he's saying that word. But that moved through. And he said, I just had to go away, just let it all go. He said, so I can come back new. And what he's telling me to tell you is, it's like kind of like I hope you can forgive me. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's like I'm hoping that you can let me be in your space now if you want. Like, but you don't, but it's not like it was before. And I gotta tell you, I've seen him and talked to him more than once. It literally is like watching this light yellow glowing energy versus the black energy we would see before. He is
Yeah.
completely different. But he's saying it's okay if you don't. He's just became more of a guardian that'll just stay out here. Not going to be down in your space, not going to be, you know how your one grandmother liked to watch over Ariana?
Yes.
He does not have that. He's not that. He's like guardian out here kind of energy. So he's
Okay.
just making that presence known. You can do with that what you want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that's a
Thank
lot.
you.
Because I know
Yeah.
the history. We don't have to go into all the history, but I know the history of
Yeah.
that. But my heart, my spirit, my chest is like, wow, what a transformation. Like I don't even know. It's like I wouldn't even have recognized his energy,
Wow.
So beautiful things did happen with this transition.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad
Yeah.
about that.
It's also
Yeah.
why it was really important. He's telling me, remember how I gave you that message when you knew he was going to pass? And I said, hey, have sex tonight, get pregnant tonight.
Yeah.
Your dad's energy wouldn't cross over into this. And he's telling me how thankful he was that's happened, because he really didn't want to have another journey through this earth. Remember that? It was like he didn't want it. Like it was like that would have been the channel that he could have taken. He could have really literally
Yeah.
done that. And I guess he didn't really want to, and you didn't want him to either. We are very
No.
know this. You didn't
Yeah.
want either. But he is thankful that and that's why that happened. Like that's why that container happened, so that he was free and you were free of the old energy of him. What a beautiful gift. Like I don't know how to express how beautiful his energy is compared to how I've ever seen it before. There is none of that old kind of angry, whatever you want to call it. It's just
Yeah.
not there. And you gave him that gift. You did because of like the choice that you made with that, like, honey, oh my goodness. He's already drifting out a little bit. So he's just kind of off in his own little thing. So there definitely won't be, I'll say, any lingering heaviness at all with that. It's perfect.
Thank you.
No worries. No worries at all with that. Now, your grandmother that would come in and talk to Ariana.
Yeah.
Was she his mom or your mom's mom?
Yes. No, his mom.
That's what I thought, because she still is around Ariana quite a bit. She's still
I
what?
I swear I hear Ariana every morning or at night, like
Yeah.
playing. I'm like, and I see her in the monitor, and I'm like, and I see her with her little hands going up, like if she's playing with someone with the hands going up, and I'm like,
She is. So then it's the grandma's like, yeah, and I'll be here for the next one too. She just has decided, like, sitting there like, this is my turf. They might have moved. I went with them. This is my turf. This is my, like, she's got this kind of how and older times, and now there's a lot of tribal energy where there was all the things, and there was the old sacred sage grandma, right, who would help
yeah,
guide the kids. That's who she
yeah.
is. She's just like,
Oh,
I'm the sage, I will be here.
that's
But she's a
adorable.
funny little prankster sage though.
And
She is
she was little. Yeah, she was little. So it's
very
funny that you
little.
say that. That's funny that you say that because, yeah, she was little. I mean, she died in 1994. And of course, I never met her. And you're describing her exactly, like, yes, how she was.
Very, very much. What a joyful little energy that she is. Like, it's just like, oh my, you just want to, like, I want to go play with her. Like, I wish I could be around and see her and just be like, let's play games, let's have fun. And so, um, do you have a picture of her? Not like right now for us to see, but do you have one at all of her?
I have one, not here with me. It's in Nicaragua, where I'm from, but the only picture I have, it's her at a funeral. So it's next to a casket. I don't know who is in the casket,
Yeah.
So um, it's not necessarily a picture I would like to have up.
Well, what I was thinking though was that for Ariana, it might be interesting then when little one comes, that if you just at least have something that you can show, like even ask your mom maybe if she has one and can send you a picture of your brothers or something, there is an energy where it'll solve some things for Ariana. Because she'll be like, oh, she'll connect it, and then that will give it'll give her a little bit more of a strong belief system in what she's seeing, because we know she's gifted. I mean, we know she's gifted. She's a very gifted child.
Yeah.
But it'll be I don't know, keeping that sacred. That's why she chose you as her mom, is because she does have these gifts and you will support those gifts. That was like why you are her mama. And so this might be a fun little kind of physical way for her to say, oh, these are out in this ethereal world, so she can physically transition. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what that energy is. That would be really beautiful.
I can do that with my father-in-law because I have tons of pictures with him.
Mhm.
Does he play with her? Does he come and visit?
Not like the grandma does. That
Okay.
grandma, she just is like, this is my deal. I know we've seen your father-in-law before in this space, but
Yeah.
he's still like full on with your mother-in-law.
Okay.
He just doesn't leave her and he's even telling me right now, until she's over here with me, like that's his, it's like that's it. It's like they must be like soul tied or something, because like it's like, okay, next trip, like I don't know, there's a different, his energy looks a little different today than I've seen it in the past as well. It's a little bit more like, here I am, instead of floaty and kind of moving and let me inspire the world. It's kind of like, okay, I did what I'm supposed to do, and now I get to go sit by her and just be in her energy. And I don't know if I'm having some right shoulder pain, but I'm seeing some right side. It feels right side. It actually might be more on the left, but she's having some shoulder pain, and I don't know. It's something that she might want to really get looked at. So you might want to just check on her and
Okay.
see how she's feeling physically. I don't feel like it's anything that's like, let's go to the hospital or anything, but there's something going on there, and he's kind of worried about her health. He's worried. That's what he's showing me. Like, I'm worried about it. So maybe just check in on her and see how she's doing.
Thank you. I will. I saw her last night, but it's different when everyone is there. The kids are there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll check in on her.
Yeah. I mean, there's just something that's going on there that she might just, it's something she needs to get. She's got something going on in her health that needs to have be looked at, but maybe not, like, doesn't, it's not an emergency, but it's like, hey, let's not ignore that you're having this, because she needs something to shift either in her diet or an element. She needs an element. So I don't know if this is a prescription element or like a mineral, but there's an elemental energy that's kind of missing that
Okay.
would kind of help her to get some energy back.
Yeah, makes
Almost
sense.
like she needs B vitamins or something. It's like she doesn't have that get up and go. And
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of pain. Is she having some hip pain in one of her hips, or is she
Yeah.
walking weird? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
seeing that, and it's got this elemental energy. It's like her calcium in her bones, they're feeling more brittle, but she really needs some magnesium, and she's not seeing that because everyone thinks it's this, but and then maybe there is actually like a prescription drug that needs to be looked at that might be depleting her bones. That's not getting looked at. There's something that's sucking that out, whether it's if she's drinking pop or some element or something is actually doing that. So she just needs a little health checkup. That would be
Yeah.
good for you, for her.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Husband energy is doing okay. It's stable. I would say there's a lot more I could talk about that, but I don't feel like we're going to talk about it on this call. Talk about that at a different time. How are you feeling energetically? What's going on? Anything coming up for you that you would want me to tap into in a minute?
I feel a lot better than I've felt in months. I felt like I have cleared a lot of energy. I have let go of a lot of stuff that felt like was pressing on my chest.
Mhm.
And I'm just, you know, it, oh, it, I'm, I feel like I can move on with my life. For some reason, having this holdups in here
Mhm.
where that had nothing to do with my business, but you know, because it was with some people like It's
Mhm.
amazing how there is a correlation, even though we think there isn't, and there is. And
Mhm.
I'm just like, okay, this is who I am. This is me. I'm not hiding anymore. And I'm not afraid. And okay, this is what I do, and just feel so I feel good. I feel good.
You feel really good. I've never seen your energy be so confident and so
Yeah.
yourself. So yourself. And I really am excited about your astrology business. And if you have your site and you guys are watching this somewhere, I'll try to put it around it somewhere for all of you to connect with her. I love astrology, but I start to love astrology because of you. And you
Thank
really help. Like
you.
I've always been fast. I mean, I've studied astrology for a long, long time in some
Yeah.
aspects, but I love the energetic approach because I know how important the emotions are. And that's what I help people with is the emotions. And you're
Yeah.
a nice blend with that. Like you look at the emotions and the energy and help people shift them. And you give people I'm going to say a plan, like in a way of like, yeah, it says this, but you can do something different and change your life with it instead of it being your controlling factor. I love that about your energy when you do astrology. It's like
Thank you.
beautiful. It's really beautiful. And I think it's time for your business to go to the next level, meaning like expand. I love it. Everything feels really good. I'm gonna say a little prayer real quick and disconnect us real quick from this energy. That feels good.
Yes.
And yeah, and then we'll kind of close it out. So you feel good? Everything feel good?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Mm.
Thank you, God, for this beautiful energy with us. And we thank you for this. And we thank you for her dad and her grandmother showing their energy today to just kind of help her have clarity around that and healing and releasing. And we just thank you for this little one, and the beautiful energy that's coming into her mind, body, and her spirit, and her vortex around her, and all the beautiful clarity that it is. Yeah, there we go. We're just going to release a little energy there we go. There it goes. Perfect. I hear it's almost done. Hang on. There it goes. Now it's done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I'm going to close out. If any of you want to connect with me, you can go to robmaynardsmith.com. And do you have your new website up?
I do.
So
It's
what's the top of your website? At least they can do that. Yeah.
it's luciarabellastrology.com.
Love it, love it, love it. All right. Well, I will check with you next time. Okay. Take care.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.